worm count is an examination of the droppings under the microscope. So the droppings are brought in and they are processed to allow the worm eggs to float to the surface, so that then we can then look at them under the microscope and count. And it's fairly accurate correlation between the count that we get in the laboratory and the worm activity within the horse and pony, providing it's during the time of year when worms are active. We don't do them in the winter because that time they're all quiet. Any worms that are in them are quiet within the wall of the gut. They're not active, and they're not producing eggs. So a negative worm egg count in the winter time would be rather misleading, because it wouldn't tell you what exactly there is. The benefits of worm egg counting is to try and take the pressure off the overuse of wormers. When the old system used to be set up, where we were told we had to worm every 6 or 8 weeks, yards all were organised to do that, that has been very effective, and it has almost completely got rid of the large red worm, which is what it was aimed to control, which was a significant cause of colic in horses, a big danger to them. But it has been very effective at controlling that, so that now we hardly ever see the large red worm, and our biggest emphasis now is on the small red worm, which is usually a winter and spring problem. This has led to the process of worm egg counting, so that we can not overuse wormers. The more we use them at the inappropriate time, the more likely resistance is to build, and then a new worm has to be found that can kill the resistant ones. So very often, and through all the worm egg counting we've been finding quite a low level of positives that need treatment, quite a high level of ones that don't need treatment until the autumn worming that we would normally do in November, which would clean them out for the winter. Once the worm egg count has been done in the laboratory, we can then give advice as to whether it doesn't need done again. We'll then look at the history of the grazing and the history of worming and decide when the next worm egg count should be done, or when the next worming should be done. But the big drive is to use less and less wormer, but just use it when it's needed at the right time. No, they won't. They certainly won't pick up. They won't pick up tapeworm, and they won't pick up fluke either. There's a lot of focus on fluke at the moment in horses, quite rightly so, and it won't pick up that either. So that has to be tailored into the advice as well.